For thousands of years, shame has been used to control women. We had to deal with shame for our entire lives. Also, our ancestors had to deal with that shame. We are shamed for being too sexual, shame for being too ambitious, shame for wanting more, shame for being too masculine, shame for not wanting motherhood, shame for being a single mother, shamed for having a past, and the list goes on and on. What this is a pattern, it's a weapon, it's a system, ladies, and I'm sick of it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about shame. I'm going to talk about how we store shame in our bodies and we don't even know it. And I'm going to give you some step-by-step tips to transmute shame. We have to release shame, ladies. Please share this video to a female friend, female family member, anybody. Just share this video because we are carrying shame in our bodies and we don't even know it. Because shame has been weaponized against women for thousands of years. This is not new. Okay? Women are being shamed nowadays for being poor. Women are being shamed for not having a job. Women are being shamed for wanting to be a stay-at-home mom. Women are being shamed for everything, and it needs to stop. Women are even being shamed for having a career or wanting a career. It doesn't end, okay? So at the end of the day, we need to focus on pleasing ourselves. But let me just do this breakdown as quickly as I can so that I don't keep you guys here all day. The pathology of male shame is just so fascinating to me. It really is, because, girl, I don't understand it. Male shame policing is something else, and I don't understand. Like, I understand, I know why they do it, but I just don't understand why it's always a knee-jerk reaction to basically try to put women back in their place. And a woman's place is beneath a man, according to the patriarchy, because you're not supposed to be better than him. This is why you can't be smarter than them. This is why you have a lot of relationship gurus telling you that you have to dumb yourself down. Don't talk about your achievements too much. Don't be too successful. All of that is people trying to get women to stay down. Like, why are you pursuing education? Like, you can't win. Ladies, you cannot win. You don't pursue the education, you a lazy bitch. You pursue it, you're too masculine, you're too successful. You cannot win. The only thing you can do, ladies, is release the shame, transmute that shame, and please yourself. Have you ever noticed that the very same men that shame women are the same men that will do the exact same things that they shame women for if they were to become women or if they were to wake up as a woman? Ask a man, just ask any man, what would he do if he becomes a woman? Like, what would he do right now if he wakes up the next morning as a woman? What would he do? Not one of those men are going to tell you that they're going to become a devoted wife and they're going to stay at home and take care of the kids and their husband. None of them say that. Not one of those men will say that. The most common answers I've seen, because I've seen people done this test before. There's a girl on TikTok, I think her name is MJ or something like that. She did an experiment where she was basically asking random guys, what would you do if you wake up as a woman? And a lot of the men were saying things like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar and get free drinks. First of all, what reality are these men living in nowadays? Because when was the last time you've been to a bar and a man bought you a free drink? The last time that happened to me was sometimes in the 2010s or 2000s. Maybe because I'm married, but when I go out with my girlfriends or maybe I go out alone and I happen to be at a bar somewhere, men are not coming up asking me to buy me drinks. They're not doing that. They used to do it back in the day, in the 90s and the 2000s. These men will immediately start on OnlyFans, start posting thirst traps and seducing rich men. That's what they're going to be doing. Now, why would you do something like that that is supposed to be so shameful? I need to close my window. So when men say that they will do the very same thing that they shame women for, what is actually going on here? What's going on here is not morality, ladies. These men have no morals, okay? It's all about envy and projection and control. And most importantly, insecurity. Because sometimes I wonder what the hell is masculinity if it's so fragile. Like, what even is masculinity? I would like someone to know, because I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can do some research and try to, understand, but, that would mean I'll have to read a bunch of psychological texts. And I don't know. I don't even know if I want to do that right now. Maybe I'll do it sometime in the future, but not right now. What they are doing has become normal to them because they have been taught to fear feminine power. They have been taught to mock it, make fun of it, look down on it, punish it, and control it. and their favorite form of control is shame. They can't just come and kidnap you and beat you up into submission like they used to do before. They just use shame. But back then they were using shame regardless, okay? But now all they have right now is shame. That's all. We have to take our power back, ladies. So what really is shame? We all know that shame is a very low vibrational frequency. If they keep you at a low vibrational frequency, you will never be able to expand. You're gonna struggle with everything in your life, with relationship, with being your authentic self, with even success, etc. You have to release that shame. Shame is a low vibrational frequency, and a lot of women are carrying shame in their bodies, and I'm going to explain to you later how it manifests in your bodies. Shame is not just an emotion, it's a social control mechanism. It teaches us to self-censor. Self-censor. Yeah, it teaches us to self-censor. It teaches us to, make ourselves small, downplay our achievements. It teaches us to self-abandon. A lot of women abandon themselves. Many women do that. And a lot of women are self-destructing quietly because they are trapped in that vibration of shame. And you may think that you don't have shame because I did, and I did not know. I did not know that I was carrying shame. I had a blocked sacral chakra, and I couldn't understand what was happening to me. But we'll talk about that in a minute. You have the voice of patriarchy in your head telling you, don't be that girl. Or some women will be like, I'm not like other girls. That annoys me so much, You should be grateful. You're too much. That's not your voice, ladies. That's a voice that was installed in you by your family, by culture, by religion, by the patriarchy. Most women are holding shame in their body. So, if you are holding shame in your body, your sacral chakra is blocked. If you have womb issues, okay, you have fibroids, you have low libido or an overactive libido, like you just have this need for sex all the time and it's not fulfilling and it's not filling that void. That's a blocked sacral chakra. That's shame in the body. It manifests as anxious people pleasing, tension in the womb, constipation, being regular, a fear of being seen, a fear of taking up too much space. The sacral chakra is associated with pleasure, creativity, etc. And there are women that are unable to enjoy simple pleasures in life, are unable to enjoy sex because they're blocked in their sacral chakras. They are blocked. If you have PCOS and stuff like that, that is a sign of a blocked sacral chakra. That's a sign that you are holding shame in your body. And most of the shame that we hold in our body is held in our womb, okay, as women. Because, we have the wombs, obviously. But yeah, this is very serious. Shame is not just in the mind. It lives in your nervous system. It lives in your nervous system. It lives in your body. It lives in your bone. It lives in your blood. It lives in your nervous system, okay? We need nervous system regulation as women. We have to stop allowing men and society to control us with shame. We have to learn how to be shameless, ladies. That is going to make their weapon of shame. What's the opposite of powerful? It's going to make it weak. It's going to destroy that weapon, basically. We have to stop allowing people to keep us in such a low vibration. We were not meant to be at such low vibration, ladies. We were meant to be autonomous. Now is the first time in history for a very long time that women are finally, becoming autonomous again, thank God. But we have to let go of the shame. All right, because I think it's too easy. It's just way too easy the way that men just quickly just try to shame you. Okay, like they will try to shame you about your looks or something. Like they will see one thing about you, okay, and they will use that to shame you. Shaming is a weapon. Men collaborate at the frequency of shame, so that's all they know. That's the only way that they can control us. Because if they are out here beating us and stuff like that, they can go to jail for that. But they can use shame freely. And it's too easy for these men to just be coming out with the shame. Or you masculine, or you a baby mama. It's ridiculous, okay? And a lot of women, they internalize that shit. I don't, because I see right through the bullshit. Okay? I am shameless. So let's talk about alchemical liberation. Let's alchemize the shame. Step 1. All right, ladies, you can take your notes out and start writing, start taking some notes. Step 1, ladies, name the shame. You have to name the shame. You have to call it out. Sometimes we do not know what it is, but this is where journaling comes in. You have to trace the origin of the shame. You have to name the shame and trace the origin. Whose voice is that? Remember the first time you were shamed about something. Who was it? Was it your parent? Was it a family member? Who was it? Okay? Who was the first person that told you that you were too fast or something like that? And they made you feel ashamed. Go back and name that shame. You have to name the shame. Or maybe you inherited the shame. You got to figure out what that shame is. What is the shame that you inherited from your mothers and your grandmothers? Then what you need to do, you have to shake up. You have to cry, okay? Shake, cry, scream into a pillow or something. You have to move where the shame has frozen. This is why, in the sacral chakra, people experience a lot of stiffness in the body, right? You have to let your body tell the truth. Feel your body. Be in touch with your body. Then the next step, which is step 3, reclaim your power. Whatever you were shamed for, that is where your power lies. Were you shamed for your body? Were people saying that you're too sexual or something like that? I don't know. Or too fast. I don't even know what they be saying now. If you were shamed for your body, reclaim your sensuality. If you were shamed for your ambition, reclaim that and reclaim your success. Okay, own your success. It is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If you were shamed for being masculine, own it. There's nothing wrong with being masculine. So you have to figure out where the shame is, and once you figure it out, that is where your power lies. Were you shamed for talking too much? You use your voice. Okay? Start a YouTube channel or something and start yapping. Were you shamed for being a bitch? Like, did people shame you and call you a bitch because you didn't allow them to walk over you? Own that. It's okay. You be a bitch. Because what it means is that they can't control you and they cannot manipulate you. That's why they're calling you a bitch. So, reclaim that shame, because that's where your power lies. Step 4, I would advise you to look into some rituals, like womb healing rituals and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it on YouTube because the video is going to be too long. If you all are interested, I can make a video and share several different rituals to help, open up your sacral chakra and heal your womb. I could do that on Patreon if you all are interested. Let me know and I'll do it on Patreon, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube. If you don't want to sign to the Patreon, do some research, read some books. You might be able to find someone on YouTube that can help you with that. I don't know. Good luck. Okay, so womb healing ritual. I suggest that. I also suggest cord cutting. Cut the cords of the cords that people have on you, okay? The people that shame you in the past, just cut the cord. Cut that cord of shame, okay? Do a cord cutting ritual. You can also do some fire ceremonies. You can speak to your ancestors, because it's not just healing for you, it's healing for future generations. Write letters to your ancestors. Tell them how you feel, okay? Talk about the shame that you inherited, okay? Especially if you come from a family where women tend to have like a lot of womb issues, like PCOS and cysts and fibroids, etc. Have a conversation or have conversations with your ancestors. You have to release the shame. You have to transmute the shame. You have to alchemize it. You can also do a ritual bath to cleanse the shame. And above all, you have to become the woman who refuses to shrink. You just have to. You owe it to yourself. Stop asking for permission, because shame loses its grip once you stop asking for permission to exist, to be whole. You know what I mean? Wear what you want. Say what you mean. Okay? I be saying what I mean. And when I say what I mean, I said what I said. Ask for more money. Ask for what you want. It's okay. Because, men were very successful in shaming women for wanting money and stuff like that. But that doesn't work on me, because I'm asking. And take up space. Do not be afraid to take up space. Stop making yourself small. And at the end of the day, shame only works if you believe the lie that you are broken. You were never broken, girl. You were never broken. You were always perfect in my eyes. Okay? You were never too much. You were never not enough. And above all, you were never wrong for wanting more. Ever. So, as women, we were just too free. As women, we live in a world that benefits from our silence, which is crazy, right? So the patriarchy is very hostile towards the feminine. It really is. So I understand why women carry so much shame and even guilt as well. But today I'm just focusing on shame. But the shame and the silence is ends today, ladies. It ends today. All right? Because what you're going to do, you're going to alchemize that shame into sovereignty. You are no longer carrying what was never yours to carry. That shame was never yours to carry. That's their shame. Okay? Send it back. Maybe you can do a back to sender spell as well. Okay? That's what just occurred to me. Maybe you can do a back to sender, send the shame right back. And as a woman, we do not owe the world an apology for our power. You know what I mean? If they are scared of it, that's them. That's their problem. Okay? They have to work on themselves. We already know this. We were born to be unbothered, unstoppable, unashamed. Today should be the beginning of your journey to becoming shameless. On social media, I see people leaving comments like, bring back shame, bring back shame. No, no, we don't need to bring back shame because we're already dealing with shame as it is. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. I hope this video was helpful. But we have to release that shame, ladies. We have to release the shame. Because once you release that shame, nobody can shame you. No one can come and talk out of pocket and tell you that you're masculine and you're not a 10, so why do you want this? You sleeping on a mattress, so why do you want a $50 dinner? Like, that's shame. All of that is shaming. All of that is shaming tactics, okay? So we have to let go of the shame, ladies. All right? If you are afraid to ask for things, if you're afraid to ask a man for what you want, it's because you are vibrating at shame. You are ashamed, and that shame keeps you small. It silences you. You can't use your voice to speak up and ask for what you want. That's shame. So let it go. Release the shame. In the Sprinkle community, there are a lot of women that are terrified to ask the man that they're sleeping with for money because they are ashamed. They are ashamed. Imagine that, of being seen as a gold digger or money hungry. What are you talking about? I'm going to end the video here because if I don't, I'm going to start ranting. So anyways, thanks for watching.